Hi everyone, this week's Parshat is Parshat Beshalach. Now I heard a great Devar Torah from one of my Rebbeim, Rabbi Moshe Peleoff, on this week's Parsha that I think is great to share with everyone this week. In the middle of this week's Parsha, for context, we have the Egyptians coming at our backs, we have the Red Sea in front of us, and seemingly only one option, which is to go into the sea. And while this is all happening, there's a little snappy moment between Hashem and Moshe. Hashem goes, "Ma titzak elai," to Moshe. Why are you yelling at me? This is puzzling because in the previous verses, the previous psukim, there doesn't seem to be any interaction of Moshe yelling at Hashem. In fact, the previous psukim, the previous verses outline the Jewish people yelling at Moshe, saying, "Hey Moshe, you should have just left us in Egypt because there were places for us to be buried over there. Now in the desert, we got nothing, right? It would have been better just to die in Egypt than where we are now." So the Sforno has a very interesting take on this episode, and he said there really was some yelling that Moshe had toward God before they went into the Red Sea and the Red Sea split, and the miracle occurred. Moshe was actually davening to Hashem. He's davening to Hashem not to let the Jews go through the Red Sea. He was telling Hashem, "Look at these people. We just did all these things for them, and they still aren't listening to me. They're saying, just leave us in Egypt. Why are we doing any of this?" But Hashem's response to Moshe is, "Ma titzak elai." Why are you yelling at me? Right? Moshe, you should know after all this time that Hashem is running the show and everything will be okay. So the Sforno continues and says that, sometimes people have this outward effect in the negative, but really they come at it with good intentions. And that's really what's coming from the Jewish people here in this instance. They're acting out for whatever reason it may be. Could be because they have, their oppressors running at their backs, and they're pretty stressed out because the only way forward is going through the Red Sea. So it could be a legitimate response to be a little anxious at this time. But nonetheless, as the Sforno explains, is Hashem knew that the Jewish people, regardless of their outward expression, were coming at it with good intent. Now, I think that this could be a very powerful message for us, which leads me to my bracha for everyone this week, that, throughout our days, we could see a lot of people, I know I definitely see it often, be almost outwardly spurnful to Hashem, and, you don't really know what what angle they're coming at it from. But we have this concept of damakaf zchud to come at it with a thought of benefit of the doubt. And I think that, we should really try using this when we encounter these instances, and remember that, we should have the benefit of the doubt that these people are really coming at it with good intentions, and intentions that connect them with Hashem. And with that, I wish you all